'05 Toyota Sequoia. We have issues with a headlights, long beam and short beam lights does not work. Headlights on. You can see they don't work. When I got the car, there were some stuff they were moved in a fuse box. This relay here was rigged the way that this wire here was basically, there's two wires. This wire here was basically, they were rigged up the control side of the relay. They bent one of these legs to put this wire on, and they got the power from this relay here, and this one was the ground that they put it on the side of the other side of the relay. And this relay here was completely missing, and you can see this one missing a cap. So these are also for these headlights, and this relay as well here. So we have a head relay, which is this one here, and then we have a daytime running light relay and dimmer relay. So daytime running light is this one, and it was in a fuse box, but the dimmer relay was completely removed. And it was odd. I checked so everything is controlled by the body control module, and there were no code stored in the body control module. Body control module did receive a signal from the switch. You can see here on the dash, when I turn the switch to on and off position, the lights will light up. Anyhow, the body control module is supposed to receive the signal from there's a separate circuit. Then this switch will send the signal to the body control module, and the body control module is supposed to turn on there's a main relay. Sorry, it was not a main, it's called head relay. So this one is supposed to be turned on by a body control module to supply a ground to this relay, and this relay supplies the power to this relay here. So it's all kind of tied together. I'll show you the diagram real quick. Them has daytime running lights, and it's kind of odd the way this is set up. Now from there's the head switch. When we turn this switch to on position here, you can see we're going through the this high beam indicator on our cluster, so that illuminates the cluster, and it's getting ground from this point here. Now once that's turned on, then this switch is gonna be actually, let's see, all this is turned, and also this wire here is sending the signal to body control module. Basically it's getting the ground as well, and sending the signal to a body control module that is the switch is on. You can see the head here, and then from there body control module is supposed to turn this relay on, this head relay here, and you can see this light green and red wire supposed to energize, and that's what they actually rigged up. This wire was not turning the relay on. That's where they actually, right here, they had that rigged up wire. They had this side getting the power from that other relay, and then here they had a ground to energize this relay all the time, and even then it didn't work because other relays were removed. And then you can see from this relay here, once it's closed, I'm sorry, this is a bit out. I'm sorry, what am I doing here? But it's kind of similar. It is kind of screwed up system, big time. So anyhow, you can see here from this wire, it's the same wire basically, that is supposed to turn the head head relay, so it's this wire here. So once it receives the signal, which the body control module is receiving a signal, it's kind of to cut down the diagnosis. I checked all that and it's fine. It's basically receiving the signal. So here it's supposed to go through a, actually this is the ignition, this wire here, I'm sorry. So this light green and red wire goes here and here, and then applies the ground, turns the head relay on. Now once its head relay closes, it's getting the power from the main fuse, goes then a DRL fuse, and then it's crazy, and then sends the power to dimer relay, and also sends the power to a DRL relay. From there, body control module closes this relay here. Once that's done, it's sending the ground through this relay. See that? Sends the ground, and that supplies the ground to the headlight. In the meantime, this dimer relay will close, and then it sends the power from this fuse to a headlight. It's just all over the place. But anyhow, I was checking all day, and I was convinced now that my body control module is not sending the power to this wire. And then last thing I have to do, I have to check the powers and grounds. And I looked this wiring here. I got a power here, I got ignition here. Let me turn this off. There's only one ground, which is this white and black wire. That was fine. And then we have a power feed here, I think, and power feed comes from this fuse here and here. And so I checked these two power feeds, they're fine. However, this was incomplete diagram, so I went back to my diagram here, and I found a body control module diagram, and I have found a third power feed that I didn't know about. So we still have only one ground, which is that black and white and black wire right here, white and black. That's the only ground we have. And now we have power feed here, here, and here. So I knew about these two wires, but I didn't know about this. This is a white and blue wire, white and blue, and then we have this basically 1 and 2, the next to each other, blue and white, and then we have this white and red wire. And so let's go ahead and check these power feeds and see what we got. The body control module is located behind this fuse box here, which I don't understand why would anybody design the fuse box with a relay actually on the other side. It's a pain in the ass big time to actually access this. You gotta remove a whole bunch of stuff just to turn this fuse box around, kind of move it out of the way. And of course, now we have a here's a body control module. Here's the wire that was supposed to apply the ground to the that body relay. And no, actually this one is a power signal from the switch, and then this wire here is one that supply the ground to the relay, and it actually goes through this fuse box into the body control module. But let's just focus let's just go to this is a black and white wire here, and that's the main ground. This is everything is in this middle connector here, and so my light is connected to a ground right now, so I'm gonna flip this to a power, and now I'm gonna apply the power, and you can see we have a good ground. We're gonna go next to check the power feeds. I'm going to move this to a ground. I'm gonna have on my power probe. Then we got this wire here, right next to ground. That's one power feed. That's good. And then this black, blue and white, that's another power feed. And this is the third one. And no juice. You got no power on this wire. And this is the one that I actually did not see on the diagram that I was working on the first when I was basically had a diagram for the headlights, and I did not have that power feed there. So let's go ahead and check the diagram and see where that's coming from. So we checked this feed, we checked this one, and we checked this ground. Everything checked okay, checked out okay. However, we don't have this white and blue wire, and that's the security fuse, 15 amp, and it's in a fuse box. So let's find that fuse there. So the security fuse is in a small fuse box. It's right in here. And when we look at it, I need to get rid of this thing. Just gonna short something out. Just gonna cut it off. Yeah. Anyhow, security fuse 15 amp, it's gone. It's not even there. So this fuse is gone, this relay was out, this relay was rigged up. Let's put the fuse inside. What I'm thinking is happening here, there's some kind of security issue where, you know, maybe this alarm is going on just randomly and they pull the fuse out. Let's see what happens. Alright, so far nothing crazy. Let's try to turn the headlights on. Still nothing. Now we have a power, so the power feed is okay. Just to make sure, may the headlights be on position. Well, unfortunately, the headlights are not working. At this point, I was really hoping this is going to take care of the issue, but it's not. I don't have a codes in the body control module. Powers and grounds they're okay. The body control module is receiving a signal from the switch. I already checked that on my scan tool, and it's not energizing my my relay here. Let's go ahead and check that that wire real quick. Now we need to check this wire here. So that's why they rigged up this relay. So this was the problem from before. I was really hoping that fuse is gonna fix the problem. So let's go ahead and check this light green and red wire that's supposed to supply a ground to this relay here, and see what we have. I'm at light green and red wire, one that's supposed to supply ground from the body control module. That wire is actually right in here, and I already checked all that. I didn't unplug all this stuff, and everything looked okay. The connectors are fine, so this wire right there. So right now we can see we basically have 13.5 volts. That is a power feed. That's the feedback from our relay. That tells us the relay, the ground side of the relay. I'm sorry, the control side of the relay is receiving the power, but it's not receiving the ground. Now I have my switch in on position. You can see here it's in on position, but we're supposed to have a ground, but we do not. And now I'm going to apply the ground and see if the headlight's going to turn on. I'm going to go over there. You can see the headlights are coming on. So everything is fine. I'm applying the ground. Unfortunately, for some reason, this body control module it's not responding. I'm not going to bore you with my scan tool. The body control module is receiving the signal. Now here's the wire from the switch. It's supposed to supply the ground, and we can check that real quick. There you go. We have a ground from that switch. When I turn the switch in off position, we got 12 volts. That's basically that the body control module is sending 12 volts, and the switch basically pulls that, it's a pull down design. It's going to pull those 12 volts down and basically on and off. The 12 is off, 0 volts is on. All that is working. The body control module it's not responding to it. I am going to do something a little bit different now to get this temporarily fixed. I'm going to show you in the diagram. I'm going to actually send a this feed, the ground feed from the switch. I'm going to actually supply to this wire here to turn that body relay on. Then that my body control module, it's not working. Why? I'm not sure. But let's go ahead here and kind of focus to this signal wire from the switch that supplies the ground. And now this wire here, that's of course the signal that to turn the headlights on, and now this wire here is supposed to supply that ground here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bypass the module completely. I'm going to get this ground from the switch, supply the ground for a for the head relay. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Basically, I'm going to send this ground right there instead of going through the body control module. I'm just going to send it straight to this wire, and it should work. I don't worry about the current flow because this is just a control side of the relay. We're talking about maybe maybe 0.2 amps or something like that, very low current, and this switch can easily supply that. And it's going to be temporarily until I can get the used body control module, but I'm not sure if I have to program it. If I know if some of you, if you guys can tell me that would be great. I'm afraid that I have to. And I don't even know if the dealership will want to program the used body control module. So let's just go ahead and jump these two wires and see if it's going to work or not. Okay, now we have the this is a signal from our switch, that ground, and here is a wire that's supposed to supply the ground to a body relay. So I'm just going to connect those two together. I'm basically just bypassing the body control module. Let's see. Now we're gonna turn the lights on, and we can see how's it working. The high beam, low beam, everything is working the way it should. That's going to be the fix for now until we got the module, and that's it. My final diagnosis: the module just doesn't work. I don't know, maybe internally something's not right, and honestly I'm not gonna tear it down and restore the stuff. I'm not gonna go to that route. If it needs a new module, it needs a new module. And okay. All right, guys. This is the best I can do. I think I am on the right track. That this module is not working the way it's supposed to. You can see it's supplying the ground. I checked my scan tool. It's getting the signal from the switch, and you can see the switch is basically supplying the ground. Has turned now the relay on, the body relay, and I was really hoping that that fuse that was missing that will fix the issue, but it did not. Somebody was having this problem before, and they rigged up that body relay, and so anyhow, it is what it is. All right, guys. Yes, if you guys know, please let me know if I have to reprogram the relay. I'm afraid maybe security is tied up into it. I'm sure, and that's not going to work. Just out of junkyard. They'll have to be programmed, I'm afraid. So, okay, guys. Well, thank you so much, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.